What's up, everyone? I'm Nivo. Today we're going to talk about speaker amplifiers and using them for headphones, and why you'd want to do it and what are the precautions and all that good stuff. So here we have a HK770. There's actually two of them stacked on top of each other. This one's just showing the back side of it, and there's actually an upgraded one with different posts. This is a power amplifier, which means it does not have a preamp built into it. You need to somehow control the volume with a preamp elsewhere before you get to this amp. In this case, we're using the iFi Zendac, which has the option to use on the back of this, they call it variable output, and if you see right now it's set to variable, and if I control the volume, you'll see that the music is actually getting louder, and I can turn it down. If I had it set to, there's a switch on the back. If I had it set to, actually let's just show you real quick. Alright, so this one, if you see, it says variable here, and if I switch it to here, it's fixed. Now you don't want it to go to fixed, because if you do, in this chain, what will happen is that it'll send out the full power of the DAC to the amp with no volume control, and you'll have 100% volume going from your speaker amp to your headphones. The only reason you'd want to switch it to fixed in this case is if you have another preamp in between the DAC and the speaker amp. Okay, so this one, it's called variable, but it's also called, on other DACs, it's called a pre-out, which, you know, the RCAs are pre-outs. That's, we're talking about this right here. And fixed is also known as line out. So if you have that on the back of your receiver, then you know what it's talking about. So basically, variable is using this device as a preamp, and this is going full power without any volume control. This, like as I said earlier, this is a power amplifier. It does not have volume control. An integrated amplifier would have volume control, and there'd be a knob here. That's how you'd know it's integrated. In that case, you could, if that was the case, then you could switch this to fixed and use the amp as the preamp volume control. All right, so how do we get the sound from the speaker amp to the headphones from this point? Well, you have to use some sort of adapter. In this case, we're using, this one is, I forget who makes it. I bought it a while ago, and I paid too much for it. I think it was like 170 bucks. But basically, you get your, this is red indicates right and black indicates left. And then, let's see here. Yeah, this is left on this side. Basically, for this one, there's little holes in the back of this post, and you just stick them in there like so. Anyways, you just tighten it up, and that's basically it. And the other side of it goes to your headphones. You just plug your 4-pin XLR headphone into here, and now you have variable output, volume controlled to the speaker amp, and that's how you can play music to your headphones. Now, you obviously want to always start at 0 volume all the way to the lowest volume level before plugging in the headphone, and then you can bring up the volume after that. Now I have another example here. This is I had Antonio from gladiatorcables.com. He custom built this. I requested it because I actually use this on my main speaker amplifier for my main speaker setup. This is the same exact thing, except it has female connectors, and I can plug in this case it's banana plug connectors so I don't have to go to the back of my my receiver or anything like that, I can just take the speak wire from the back of my speaker itself and carefully, because we don't want the wires to touch, put them into the left and right for this, and it's just like the other cable. This goes to the headphone. So just two different ways of doing it. I really like this one just because it's very useful to me on my main chain. Why would you want to do it, I guess, is what I should talk about. Is, you know, you can get these, they don't make them anymore, but this is a HK770, and they run, I think average price is about $350, $400, around there. You can find them cheaper, and you can find them more expensive if they're, you know, fully restored. I had this one fully restored by Connor, and Connor G, he's got his own YouTube, and he put on these Card-S posts. The other amp back here has the stock one still. How does it compare? It compares, I'd say it beats the SA1 headphone amplifier, and it's slightly not as good as the KN IHA 6, and it also is not as good as the 430HA. It has some trade-offs with the 430HA, but for the price you're getting, this is kind of just a sweet deal here. And obviously you can use it with speakers, so you can have your headphones here or speakers here, and you just toggle which one you want to use. That's how you use a speaker amp for headphones, and I hope some of you try it out because it's pretty cool. All right, see you guys later.